made it. We made it. Here we are now. BikeBlogger here on my way to work. Topic of day. Tip of the day. Bike navigation. Today we're using some bike navigation. So the app I'm using my phone to navigate, turn by turn.
Turn left.
You can maybe hear it. It's
400 feet, turn right.
it's talking over me, but it's pretty faint. I don't know if you'll be able to really hear the lady navigating me, but this is the OsmAnd, OsmAnd. So it just told me to make a right.
300 feet, turn left.
300 feet, turn left. So we'll make a left up here.
Turn left.
So the OsmAnd is a navigation phone app.
300 feet, turn right.
300 feet, turn right. We'll make a right here.
Right.
It uses OpenStreetMaps, which is open source mapping utility, I guess. I think they're at openstreetmaps.org or something. Anyway, so I've looked at the various options for using a smartphone to navigate you around, and I think this is the best one. It's free.
After 1/10 of a mile, turn slightly left.
1/10 of a mile, turn slightly left. Okay. I think they mean just go straight. That's what my display is saying. Whew. Very chilly right
In
now.
300 feet, turn slightly left.
Ooh, trash truck.
Turn slightly left.
This could take a while if I don't get on the
After
sidewalk.
1/10 of a mile, turn slightly left.
Let's do the sidewalk. There we go.
In 400 feet, turn
It won't tell me
slightly
there's a
left.
trash truck up ahead, but otherwise it's a very good app. I've been playing around with different apps. What I like about the OsmAnd app
Slightly
is
left, and in 100 feet, turn slightly left.
you can get offline
slightly
maps. So
In 300
really,
feet, turn right.
you don't even need data to use the app. You download the map, and then the navigation works just with GPS, so you don't even really need a data account with
Turn
your
right.
phone company. Or you don't need to worry about it using up data. I'm trying to be quiet so you can hear what it says, but I don't think you're going to be able to hear it on the camera,
After
really.
1/10 of a mile, turn right.
Maybe very faintly. It's telling me to turn right up here. So why would you use something like
400
this?
feet, turn right.
I don't know, if you're in a new city. OsmAnd has OsmAnd, I'll just call it OsmAnd. Has maps for like all the different cities everywhere. It has
After 1/10 of a
for like
mile,
all
turn
different countries around the world, so it's very comprehensive. I don't know if it has maps for places like China. China's very protective of its stuff. But I'm sure it probably does, though, anyway. I'm sure it probably has maps. I don't know if it had navigation. It does have Chinese language navigation. I'm not running that right now. Maybe I should run some foreign language on my directions, because I don't really need the talking person, because I can see on my screen telling me to make a right here. But it's really good to have voice, because if you just have it come out of the speaker, or if you have like a headphone in one ear or something, you can hear it direct you, and you don't have to ever look down at your display. So less
After 1/10 of a mile, turn left.
distracting. Ugh. Crossing the bridge. So yeah, the major thing I like about this app is it's free. I do recommend you support them though, if you like them. I mean, this is only really like the second time I've used it.
In 350
So
feet, turn
this
left.
is really like a first-hand experience of using this. And it seemed to work very well. Even when you go off course, it'll kind of recorrect you, I think. So let's just go straight. This is a dead end. I was supposed to make a left there. See what it says. Oh no!
You have been off the route for 150 feet.
I'm off the route. Okay, I gotta turn around. It's a dead end here.
In 200 feet, turn right onto Bannock Avenue, then keep right.
Okay, he knows that I need to go back this way.
Turn right
That
onto
wasn't a very
Bannock
good
Avenue,
example
then
because
in
that's a
0
dead
feet,
end.
keep right.
But if you like miss a
After
turn off,
500 feet, turn right.
they'll tell you to just take the next turn and get you right back on the track, onto the track. So this uses a GPX file for routing, a GPX Track file, I should elaborate. There's two different types.
Turn right.
There's track files and route files, or route files. And you need a track file for OsmAnd.
Turn
A
right.
route file is like a cue sheet, which is like turn by turn, but
After 400 feet,
OsmAnd
turn
doesn't
left.
need that. Because OsmAnd is the turn by turn. He's telling me to make a
In
left
300
here.
feet, turn left.
Still need to clean my brake. Trying not to let on real hard with the front brake. See, last night I cleaned my wheel rim braking surface, but I didn't actually clean the brake pads. So I'm still having the squeak issue. Alright, here we go.
Turn left. After 1/10 of a mile, turn right.
Let that SUV go in front of me.
In 200 feet, turn right.
Yeah, sometimes, especially when I'm cold, I don't feel like letting go of the handlebars because I know there could be ice around.
Turn right.
So I'll just kind of give a look to the driver behind me. That way they know I'm thinking about changing lanes. I give them a couple of looks.
After 1/10 of a mile, turn left.
Alright. Get in the left lane.
In 400 feet, turn left.
Make a left here.
Turn left.
Alright. Yeah, SUVs are back in style in the United States. General Motors is discontinuing a lot of passenger vehicles that are just cars. And they're continuing to ramp up production of SUVs and trucks. Anyway, that's not the topic of the day. The topic of the day is tips of the day. Turn by turn. So yeah, OsmAnd. More in the description below this video. Lots
After
more,
1/10
hopefully.
of a mile, turn right.
Obviously, I'm just explaining my experience to you. I'm not really showing you what's going on.
In 400 feet, turn right, then keep
Let me
left.
go up into the vacant parking lot for a second. Oh, a boarded up building. Cool, let's go in there. No, not really. So, I don't know if the camera can see. This is what it's showing me. It says make a right coming up here. It's my little tiny phone I got on my bike here. Can you see that? Can you see that? So yeah, it's just like a regular app. I guess I would say one of the qualms I have with this app though is I wish the turn arrow was bigger on screen. You know, it's obviously meant for a larger display, not my little phone. But that's okay. I mean, it's good enough. You can actually have there's many settings on this OsmAnd app, which is a good and bad thing. It's a complex application, and it takes a while to set up. Let's get around the SUV. Had to make a left there. It's a complex application, so there are other apps out there. And slightly left coming up here. What I like about this app though is it will let you go off of the street grid.
After 500 feet, turn right.
It will continue you
After 400 feet, turn right.
off of the street grid here. So here we go. Yeah, it didn't like lose track and tell me to get back on the street. A lot of apps will do that to you, but not OsmAnd. But as I was saying, OsmAnd is a complex app. There are a lot of options, which is a blessing and a curse.
Turn right, then at 150 feet, turn right.
It can make it pretty complex for people.
Turn right, then at 50 feet, make a U-turn.
The way I drew the map was like, okay, that was a
Turn
U-turn.
right.
Yeah, it really is just dependent on how you draw the map. One thing OsmAnd doesn't have is it doesn't have like an online account sort of deal, like Strava. So for route planning, you're gonna have to use another app or another program or another website. Oh, it's chilly.
In 250 feet, turn left, then
I recommend Strava or RideWithGPS. Now, RideWithGPS is OsmAnd, basically.
Turn slightly right.
Except it's, geared specifically towards cycling.
Right.
OsmAnd is not geared specifically towards cycling. Let's go the wrong way again.
250 feet, turn slightly left.
Making a U-turn. Spin around. So yeah, RideWithGPS. I have not tested that yet. That seems like the place to go, really, if you want turn-by-turn for cycling. I'm sure it has a much simpler interface, but it ain't free. I think it's like $6 a month or $50 a year. So it's a subscription service. I don't like that. I like free. Who doesn't like free, right? As long as it's decent. And I think OsmAnd is decent.
Turn slightly left, then at 100 feet, turn slightly right.
Slightly right.
Slightly right.
So someone in my previous video, one of my previous videos mentioned I haven't been by that lake in a while, or a pond, in front of that guy's house. Well, here we are at Salem Lake. We're in Brentwood, Missouri. Here's that lake. Squeak. So yeah, it's right in front of a guy's house. There's a guy's house over there too. So yeah, pretty cool, right? Anyway, it's not really a lake or a pond. I think it was actually created by a sinkhole, and it's just filled with water. Anyway, I think it's pretty cool because we're kind of in the county, also kind of in the city where I live in St. Louis, Missouri. So it's not very common to see something like that in a more urbanized area, especially in someone's backyard.
In 350 feet, turn left.
I turn left down here at Manchester Road. There's so much to talk about with this, but like I was saying,
Turn left.
if you're willing to pay, I recommend checking out RideWithGPS. I'll probably have a link in the description below for that too. However, if you don't want to pay and you want a free app, OsmAnd is awesome. It just takes some time getting set up. Again, more in the description below the video about OsmAnd. Another app I'd recommend checking out is Commute. That's K-O sidewalk, K-O vacant lot, K-O-M-O-O-T, Commute, or also Commute. It's very simple. You must stick to the street grid on that app. So I don't know, it's got its limitations. It does have an online community though, kind of, I guess, I don't know, depending on where you live. I'm trying to get on the road here. There's just a lot of traffic right now. What else? I got a list of things here, let me see. Oh yeah, OsmAnd, unlike Commute, has a night mode. So like the screen will change to a different theme, a dark theme at night. I like that. I think that's kind of cool. It automatically detects that. Let's get on the road here. Alright. Haven't gone this way in a while. Oh yeah, and what's cool is this, I'm going 20 miles per hour right now. This app has a speedometer on it, but again, there's limitations with this app. The speedometer is really small in the upper right of the screen. So there's another app I like for just speedometer and you know, like it has a compass. It's pretty useful. It's called DigiHUD, D-I-G-I-H-U-D. Let's pick a right. I'm not waiting for the light.
After 1/10 of a mile, turn right.
Whew. Up the hill. So I'm off track now.
Recalculated distance of 1 mile's time is 24 minutes. After 1/10 of a mile, turn left.
It's saying in 400 miles, make a left. 400 miles, not 400 feet.
Turn left.
Alright, it says turn left here.
After 500 feet, turn left onto Bargold Avenue.
So I was able to redirect me. Even through some guy's parking lot.
In 300 feet, turn left onto Bargold Avenue. Turn left onto Bargold Avenue.
I'm looking at the screen, it says turn left, but actually this is the way to go. So again, it's not perfect. I think what it's trying to do is it's like you missed something. You missed some of the scenery, turn around. Go back and complete the track. So that's not that.
About 1 mile time is 5 minutes.
That's not that important to me.
A mile, turn left.
It already gave up and sees I'm just continuing on the track though, so that's good. So I'll make a left in 550 feet. So that's right up there at the intersection. Woo. So yeah, this is really cool. I might use this again in the future on a video, but I'll turn the voice off so it's not annoying you guys. I don't know if you can even hear it anyway. Whew. They keep coming. So yeah, 50 feet, turn left. It's pretty accurate. I don't know if from here to here is 50 feet, but we'll make a left here. Alright, it says it's 700
After
feet.
1/10 of a
Make a
mile,
left.
turn left.
So, fish wire. Whew. So yeah, like I was saying, I might use this again in the future and just make up random routes.
Turn left.
And I don't have to remember like in my head which way to go. But try to come up with some interesting routes.
Turn left.
But at least do a little planning ahead of time, you know?
In 300
Because usually I don't use, I mean, this isn't like me. I usually don't use any sort of navigation or anything. But
turn left, then in 200
I might be
turn right.
actually, you know, growing with the times here. I might be ready to start picking up a
Turn
phone
right.
and using it to navigate.
After
If you're going on a
500
cycle
turn right.
tour, I don't know, I'd always be someone to bring real maps. So, you know, physical
right.
maps, because you never know. Obviously the risk of using a GPS app with your phone, unless you have like an external battery pack or something, is you don't want to kill your phone battery using, you know, GPS or whatever, unless you're traveling, you know, shorter distances. If you're trekking, it might not be the best idea. Or if you have a removable battery on your phone, which unfortunately today most phones do not have removable batteries. It could work anyway. So yeah, what else is there? Sorry. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. I'll try to answer them for you. So yeah, thumbs up. I recommend
After 1/10 of a
OsmAnd.
mile, turn slightly left.
I recommend OsmAnd. It seems to work pretty well. For route planning, since OsmAnd doesn't have an online, you know, account thing, sort of, really, you can create an account with OpenStreetMap,
250 feet, turn
but
slightly left.
it doesn't have really a community in terms of like fitness or whatever, like Strava. But you know, you can just use Strava separately.
In
I have it.
250 feet, turn right.
I have it directing me this way. There are other options. You know, again, RideWithGPS. They do have route planning app. They do have a map, and you know, you can create a GPX waypoint file on their website. Same with Strava. Again, you need a GPX Track file, not a GPS route file. It's really just a slight variance in the code. I'm not going to get into that though. But for OsmAnd to work, it needs a GPX Track file. And again, I would really say if you think OsmAnd's sort of overwhelming or just stupidly complex and too much options and stuff, I really do recommend checking out Commute. K-O-M-O-O-T. Commute. I think it's some sort of German app. Anyway, why doesn't Strava have turn by turn? Well, I believe Strava has a relationship with Garmin, and that is why. That is why Strava still does not have navigation. I don't know if this light's gonna change. I'm gonna get on the sidewalk.
Turn right.
Of course, the second I get on the sidewalk, I see the light go green. Alright, almost to work now. Almost the end of the ride. I haven't actually used this app all the way to the end of the ride.
After 1/10 of a mile.
So let's see if it says congratulations or you have arrived or something here in a second. 500 feet, we'll make a left.
In 400 feet, turn left. Turn left. Continue for 250 feet and arrive at your destination.
Oh yeah, 150 feet to go.
You have reached your destination, Sutton Boulevard, Maplewood.
Sweet! We made it. We made it. Here we are now. Look at that crazy piano. So again, the OsmAnd app. Thanks for watching, guys and gals. Happy Hanukkah, and we'll see you next week.